I don't think so. It's common to think that when I love someone or when we love other people, it needs to be pure, right? Like there should be no selfish interests, no ulterior motives in our love. I think that's the problem. When I think of me loving someone, like I tell myself I love someone, I'm focusing on the act of me loving this person. It's difficult for me to imagine a scenario where there is absolutely no hint of self-interest that will eventually come up. So for example, I can imagine, okay, I love this other person and they're not reciprocating, they're not acknowledging. In fact, they're even being negative towards me, they're hurting me. So I can tell myself, oh, it's okay, even though you're not acknowledging or reciprocating and you're hurting me, I still love you, even though you're ungrateful. But see, the mere fact that I profiled that other person as ungrateful, that already has a hint of me thinking that they should be grateful. That's why I'm calling them ungrateful, because I think they should be grateful for what I'm sacrificing for them, what I'm giving to them. So there is still some self-interest that plays into it. We will never be complete as human beings. That's our nature. Only God is complete. Hence, only God can love without condition, because it's impossible for God to benefit from anything. Like, it's literally impossible. That's part of the definition of being God. So only God can love unconditionally. For human beings, there will always be some self-interest in the picture, and that's okay. It's not necessarily a bad thing that there is self-interest involved in love. Even the Lord himself, when he gave the two great commandments, he said, love God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and your neighbor as yourself. So love your neighbor as yourself. So my love for myself is the standard by which I love my neighbor. I can't love my neighbor if I don't know how to love myself, if I don't love myself. And so it seems that we are designed, or we were designed originally to love others with condition rather than love them unconditionally. So how do I put that into practice in real life? Instead of focusing on the idea or the fact that I love someone, I focus on the fact that I'm in a relationship. And when I say relationship, I don't mean just any relationship, but specifically friendship. Romance is an idea. It's not really a relationship. Family is also an idea. It's a social, cultural, legal construct. So whether we're talking about a significant other or family members or peers or co-workers or whoever, there will always be a degree of friendship with anyone you have in your life or any person you meet. So I focus instead on me being in a relationship with other people, and I ask how this relationship, or I try to see how this relationship can bear fruit for all of those involved or all of those affected by it. So how can the people involved in this relationship grow, flourish, mature? If you think of the first relationship, like symbolically, the first relationship between human beings in the Garden of Eden, between Adam and Eve, the first relationship was placed by God in a garden, which symbolizes flourishing and abundance. So that's what human relationships are supposed to be about: flourishing and abundance. They're not about me going around thinking, oh, I love this person, look how noble I am. No matter what they do to me, I still love them. So I think I'm such a great guy because I love them no matter what. That's pride, that's not love. So in a sense, this idea of not being selfish in relationships, of course, there is a bad selfishness, don't get me wrong. But this idea of being completely unselfish in relationships, it can lead to pride. So that's what I mean by, in a certain sense, we need to be a little more selfish in our relationships. Still giving to others, still looking out for the best interests of others, or the people we love, but not holding up this idea that I love someone, so I am following God's command, or I am being such a good person because I love this person without condition. Instead, maybe we can focus on I love someone because that person also helps me grow and flourish. Catch you guys next time. God bless.